Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel.
We are the young urban women from Afrika Tikkun, South Africa.
Every week, we'll be discussing issues that affect young women in our communities.
Issues such as decent work, unpaid care work, and sexual reproductive health and rights.
This is where we aspire
to inspire and never expire. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button below.
Like,
Share,
leave a comment, and stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Wendy.
So I'm Kodwa Mbepo. I work with young people. I'm very much involved in youth development.
Hi guys, I'm Nokwala.
And I'm Mukundi.
Hi everyone, my name is Zanela Matutu and only I am Intombiagwa Matutu.
Hi, my name is Katleho.
My name is Ntatse.
Hi everyone, my name is Neo Belinda, the General Manager of Utando Center, Afrika Tikkun. We started the Young Urban Women in 2014.
Okay, so we both started in 2018.
Yeah.
So my journey with Afrika Tikkun, or how I started with Afrika Tikkun.
So I started attending at Afrika Tikkun Utando Center in 2018 in grade 10.
I can't even remember the year, but I think it was after the 2010 years. Yes.
It was 2018 to 22 June when I was from school, and when I came to Afrika Tikkun, it was just, an amazing, day. People were everywhere. Like, it was just, it was my first day at Afrika Tikkun. It all started when I was in the AV buddies, and then when I was in grade 8, that's when I was told that I'm now in Young Urban Women.
I started Afrika Tikkun in 2018, and that's when I got to join Young Urban Women.
It was January, the moment we opened schools. I was already registered because my mom couldn't wait to get me here. So
I started Afrika Tikkun in 2009. Then I got the opportunity to be in Young Urban Women in 2015.
The program was actually designed for 3 countries, India, Ghana, and South Africa. And within South Africa, Afrika Tikkun was chosen in Johannesburg to implement the program. I'm a gender activist. I work a lot with the young urban women.
My areas of interest is really on youth economic development, youth and sexual and reproductive health, because I think the two are very intertwined in the lives of young people. So some people tend to focus on one and ignore the other. So my work really is about showing the linkages between the two, and also developing programming that strengthens the linkages of the two, and we see how we develop young people in those aspects.
I've learned that you should love yourself. Like, for instance, we had an activity on how to learn how to love our vaginas and everything, because some people are ashamed to say vagina in front of people, and now by doing that, it was learning how to love myself and everything, knowing that a male is not scared of what the kind of body parts they have, but I am scared. Why is that so? So I learned that by me having a vagina, it means a lot. Oh yeah, sexual reproduction health and rights. So we were having a session that, you have to shine, be proud of your vagina.
yes, the vagina exercise.
We were mostly focused on gender-based violence and the role of women in society and in our communities.
We are also equipped with skills on how we can report certain issues since we are young, and some issues can be too big for us. So we are also equipped with skills on how to go to the facilitator and tell them that the other sister has a problem.
And we got to learn things like how to defend ourselves when we're being attacked, you know? Yeah, so like we should be safe, because sometimes it's not every place that you can have someone to protect you. Sometimes you have to learn how to stand up for yourself, like build yourself with your own foundation so that when someone leaves, you cannot break.
Because the aim of the program was to empower them to be able to advocate for themselves, to go out there and face the world. We know that the world is a tough place now, and young women needed the skills and the knowledge to be able to engage, be it at school, community, or at home.
And one of the things that I liked about that program was the leadership component, because I think there's a need to build and strengthen leadership among young people. So it doesn't matter even if one is 14 years old or one is 12 years, that conversation needs to happen. And I'm not sure if it's happening a lot in schools, but I really liked that work. And that work has also been part of my engagement with Afrika Tikkun even now. Because even if I work with the older group now, so the 18-year-olds, 24-year-olds, but the leadership component is still part of that. Because, we live in a continent that is largely young, you know, so it makes sense for me to build and strengthen leadership skills among young people if we want them to take leadership in the political sphere, in the economic sphere, as well as in the social sphere.
I wasn't actually expecting it because it was a new space and I was introverted by then, of which Afrika Tikkun changed a lot about that. So yeah, when I found myself with other girls, and because at first I wasn't really comfortable talking to people and like engaging with people because I was used to my own space, but then as time went on, I felt free in young urban women. Like I was actually happy. I couldn't even wait to get here. Each and every Wednesday I'd make sure I was here. And yeah, my journey has been nice with young urban women, and I've been part of the executive team for the past 3 years now.
So I've been very much involved with the Young Urban Women program. Right from actually as one of the people who introduced it to Afrika Tikkun. And that has been for me one of the successful programs actually I have been involved with just in my work. And one of the things that I like about that program, because it speaks to a vulnerable group in our society, which is girls, and just sitting with girls and analyzing that vulnerability and what it means, how does it look like, and to help them actually understand that things are not supposed to be like this, but it's just that the world is designed to put young girls there. So in terms of young girls growing up, not necessarily being aware that they have a voice, because of the cultural issues, of the social issues, and also the fact that young girls are often burdened with what we call its care work, that is doing house chores and just taking care of everybody, and not necessarily have that free time to explore their economic development.
For me to be part of Young Urban Women, it makes me feel happy and excited because I know that I've got someone on my back. I know that when I face obstacles, there's always going to be that person who's going to rescue me at all times.
As time went on, because I'm an artist, I started doing art based on how I want women to be seen in this world, how I want women to be perceived to be, not for them to be seen as weaklings, as mothers only. So yeah.
So it brought confidence in my life because I had a lot a lot of lack of confidence. The fact that, I didn't have parents, stuff like that. So now I can proudly share that, I don't have parents, but that doesn't, hold me back. I am who I am today because of Afrika Tikkun, because of young women, because of sisters, It brought value to me, in terms of respect. Now I can respect someone, be it a male, be it a female, be it an older, and even the young ones, they look up to me and I look up to them as well. So, it's now, a two-way thing, So young urban women has brought life to me, life.
The difference between me and another girl who doesn't come to young urban women is that I'm conscious. She's not, you see, because we've got girls who are not attending at the center, who are pulling each other down for just stupid reasons, you see. But then when I come to young urban women, I understand that we as women should bring each other up and not pull each other down.
The person who's not part of young urban women, it's not easy for her to speak out when they are having a problem, because they don't have that self-confidence to go and say, hi Katleho, I'm having a problem. So for us it becomes more advantageous because we know that we have a sister who's willing to listen and care.
So we've heard things like Kulisamfazi, of which it was self-affirmation, how to affirm yourself as a female. We've had 16 days of activism, whereby 16 days of activism, the best for women, I think. Yeah. And then we've had goals for girls, of which it's basing on community problems that we go through and what is it that we can change in those problems. And we've also had take a girl child to work, how workspaces are for females and how are we going to cope and how are we going to help ourselves in terms of how the environment is in workplaces.
I want young urban women to focus more on human rights, because we didn't have much campaigns based on human rights. And out there, since now it's the time of coronavirus, many rights are violated. So by us going to advocate for those rights, it might make a difference.
For me, I'm looking forward to having more deep discussions with the other young urban women on how we can tackle challenges such as gender-based violence and the honest causes of these problems and issues affecting our society.
So now that we're actually going online, I'm actually excited and happy about it, that now people are actually going to understand the problems that we actually talk about and things that are happening outside without their knowledge.
I'm proud that other people are now getting the information that we get from the Afrika Tikkun Center. So it's now an easy way thing, because it's not only that we only a certain group know about these things. Now every person can now relate to the issues that we have. For example, maybe someone at home doesn't is experiencing something someone is experiencing within the group. So when the person shares the experience, it gets that person at home some closure, that I'm not the only one experiencing this. There are some other people there, and then you find solutions how to tackle all the problems that you're experiencing at home alone, where no one is there to support you, but then we are to support you.
And now it's going to become a free space in a distance.
And people can even comment on it, you see, so that we can help them.
Hi, my name is Newa Belinda. I'm here with Nelly Zembe.
And we've just spent the whole day with young urban women from all over Gauteng, our 4 sites in Alexandra, Orange Farm, Diepsloot and Tutando. These young girls have introduced themselves and what they're passionate about when it comes to issues facing young women in South Africa. We want to use this platform to be able to amplify their voices and their talents. And if you're even half as excited as we are, you should hit the subscribe button below. Thank you.